It's really hard to keep the pressure up with core units versus recall, because I can blink on my base every time he attacks it, and I can always take an advantageous fight. It's surprisingly hard to attack into recall when recall has a base to blink on. Like, it's not easy to do it. You'll find yourself taking bad trades all the time versus recall if you haphazardly fucking push their base, where you're like, I don't know, push it, just be aggressive, and then suddenly recall just farms you. The only unit that's actually scary for recall to fight against that can be aggressive is Wasp. That's the only one. Every single other unit in the game is not that scary for a recall. Okay, so this guy is 2-base teching, he's going Starforge. So automatically, this game, nothing is scary in this game. Not a single unit is scary. I'm gonna take a 4th base before I tech. And why am I gonna do that? Because recalls can kill mammoths if I have enough of them. Recall hunters can kill airships, and then recalls can kill blink hunters and recall as well. Again, if I have enough of them. And I will definitely have enough of them if this is gonna be a 4-base defense versus a 2-base all-in. So he'll blink, or not blink, sorry. He'll probably go recall right now, which is why he hasn't attacked me yet. There it is. There's his recalls. He showed me he's making mass recalls. So he's clearly going to do a timing attack with recall, and that's totally fine. Not a big deal. The fact that he took a 3rd base right now is great for us because it makes his timing attack way weaker. I'm no longer afraid. He now wants to play a macro game, which is fine. I don't mind that. But I have an advantage in this game already when it comes to macro because I have more. And now I'm getting a Starforge as well myself, and it's not hard to do that because he went for a 3rd base. So we're good to go. Like, it's not scary. Like, I'm not gonna say this is gonna be the easiest defense of my life here or anything like that, but there's the mammoths, right? Let's go ahead and just like shoot at him a little bit. Okay, we're gonna blink behind him now. Okay, we're gonna blink behind him again. And we won the fight. And we have more money. Why did we win the fight? It's because we have more money. I have more resources, and now I can take trades all day that are really, 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 really good because I'm 4-base versus 3-base. I have a base lead on this guy. So this is great. And he's making more airships right now. So I'm just gonna straight up go to Starforge tier 3. I don't care. We're gonna make like 2 mammoths, we're gonna make a bunch of recall hunters right now, and we're gonna go do a timing attack right now. And this is the only reason why I'm doing this attack is because I want him to make units. I want him to not tech, and he's teching, so it is what it is. I'll take a fight. It's totally fine. Pull him away from the base a little bit. And recall on him right now. And we're about to have Locust, and when I have Locust, this game will be really over. And if you're wondering why the fuck do you pull him away from the base and recall on him? Why do you pull him away from the base and recall on him? It's because my entire army can get a concave on like half of his army when I pull him away from the base. So like he's the recalling now, which is, I gotta get the fuck away from that. But now we have Locust. And Locust are gonna just run away with this game now because he does not have Valkyrie yet. I am gonna kill the 3rd. But Valkyrie are gonna absolutely counter my Locust after I kill this 3rd, so it's gonna turn into a game where it's 2-base versus 4-base, and all I gotta do is make Recall Hunter. Kill as many of these dudes as I can to thin out his army, and now run away, and now recall away, and make a bunch of Recall Hunter. Recall to this base as a trap once I make him think he actually can take a fight here, because I want to kill these units, I don't want to not kill these units. So, he's there, blink on him, and there goes 2 of his units right away. 3 of his units right away. 4 of his units. And we'll just get on anything that's isolated with our air units, and we'll just let this blob push. I'll take a 5th base right now, too, while we're at it, because why not? And now, again, he's 2 base. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of recalls. Let's recall up to my 5th. And let's get an even closer push with all these new units we just made. And now push right into his natural. Don't even fuck with him. Just shove into his base, kill his economy. Yay!
Victory.
Yeah, like it's literally every single time you play, you just want to look at what they have, what they're doing, and look at your roster and go, what would be efficient? What's efficient here? And like airship, mammoth. Mammoth is not super ideal to fight against with just recalls. It's not super ideal, but I do think you can beat mammoth and recall with pure recall if you just have 1,000 more resources than he does. So if my army is like, you know, like 35 recalls and his army is like 15 recalls and 5 mammoths, I do feel like I can win that fight. Like that does feel like something I can win. And that's a very realistic amount of units that you would have the comparison of there. If I have a little bit more money than he does, because I have a 4th base over him, and I have 1 more base over him, and then on top of that, he also makes mammoth, which takes away from his recall. If all I do there is run away from his army and shoot at the mammoth out of range of most of his recall and then back up, all I'm really worrying about there is like the front couple recall units that he has that do get a shot off and his mammoth DPS. And mammoth DPS isn't the most scary. It's mostly about how good they are tanky wise, not DPS wise. Even though their DPS is actually like decent. It's okay. It's not even that bad. The fact that the thing that's the most annoying about mammoth, honestly, the best thing this unit has going for it, believe it or not, is that it's a fucking range unit. It has like 2 range. Crusader is a little easier to kill than mammoth simply because it gets in melee range. But mammoth stays at further away, so I can't have all my recalls shooting at it every time unless I want to take a full concave against his recalls, which is really stupid. You don't want to do that because you're just going to give him way too much free DPS.